Today's topic is Ice Spice, born Isis Gaston, and if you aren't familiar with the name of this internet famous personality turned mega rap star, keep tuning in, because the industry just can't get enough of its newest it girl taking over the scene with her bright orange hair, innocent looking face, and laid back flows. Now, tell me if you heard about Ice Spice, if you know of her, in the comments below, and let's jump right in. In our 10th spot, Ice's spicy Intamacy. A while back, Ice had to shut down rumors of her being featured in an intimate video through a heavily sassy tweet. The clapback was in response to the large bunch of allegations that she was part of numerous leaked videos depicting intimacy between a woman and a man. However, the New York native denied the lookalike is her. Several of these clips have leaked broadly across social media sites over the last few weeks, with endless claims that Ice Spice is the featured female. The In Her Mood rapper took to Twitter on October 4th, 2022 to clear the air and finally bury the rumors. In these videos is a curly-headed woman many assumed bore similar resemblance to Ice. Many even speculated on who the male in the video was too, tying the princess to a bunch of random rappers. Regardless, Ice dropped the tweet about the fabrication of her involvement, even if people wanted to believe there was any truth to it. The tweet has since gained over 15k likes and over 1,000 retweets, and it seems her fans were incredibly pleased with her response. However, even though Ice has been insistent in her denial, some netizens were unfortunately still grouping her into the mess and trying to pin the act on her. Despite the claims of Ice's non-existent involvement, many internet detectives stated how much of a privacy violation the leak was, regardless of who was featured, which is very much true alongside the sentiment of deserved privacy. This also featured an internet discussion heavily revolving around consent, especially after the 2022 Pam and Tommy incident was released through a show, which depicted the fallout effects of Pamela Anderson and her then husband Tommy Lee's intimate leak. While the series' efforts were to criticize those who wronged Pamela at the time, viewers shamed the series for seemingly glorifying the occurrence. Before we jump into number 9, subscribe to Where Are They Now to keep receiving the hottest updates on all your favorite celebrities. In our 9th spot, Ice calling promoters cap, claiming she cancelled over newfound fame. Apparently, an alleged promoter claimed Ice ditched her appearance due to her team feeling she was a much bigger artist than she was before booking the show. Ice's star is only shining brighter as the new fan-proclaimed it girl, and her fast rise to the top has already caught up in numerous bouts of controversy. The female rapper has a handful of catchy, viral tracks under her belt, and people across the world have been chanting the chorus of one of her biggest songs for weeks. Naturally, her Drake co-sign definitely helped launch her into mainstream stardom and success, leading to her touching festival stages, like her 2022 performance at Rolling Loud Toronto. Similar to endless other artists trying to peak in rap's ranks, Ice just can't avoid those labeling her as a difficult artist. On the topic of the supposed promoter claiming Ice pulled out the show due to the alleged "today's price is not yesterday's" spiel, Phil Laro wrote a statement which reads, "Due to matters out of our hands, Ice Spice will no longer be attending the party. As her status and song continue to grow daily, her team has decided to pull her off numerous shows. They feel she's a much bigger artist than she was at the time she took some of her bookings. In 3 weeks, her price has gone from 4k to 15k. Phil also added that Ice would be removed from B-Love's tour because her team apparently feels she was a bigger artist than him as well. DJ Academics ended up reposting this message, and his followers were quick to flood the comments with complaints about Ice Spice only having one song. However, the rapping star came out the woodworks by commenting a cap emoji to suggest the original poster was lying. In our 8th spot, Ice disappoints fans at shows. A couple of months back, multiple videos surfaced online of the New Yorker's performance in front of a reportedly dead, disappointed crowd. The viral clips occurred during a Houston gig where she put her single Munch, Feelin' You on stage. The video gained over 1 million views on TikTok with an additional 6k comments. Some fans noted how her putting on a show with a single song performed was her downfall. However, many others gave praise to the star for maintaining the show despite the atmosphere. One wrote, "The fact that she kept going with that energy," while another said, "I love the confidence in how she kept going. Her city F's with her, that's all that matters. She's gonna keep going up." Fans were also quick to praise Ice for how big her potential is, especially given how new she is to the industry. "We all have to start somewhere. Keep going, sis," one encouraged, while another commented, "Some of the best had these same crowds when they started. Give her time." Outside of the criticism, Ice doesn't seem to be all that affected and doesn't shy away from showing off her achievement. Why people are so quick to critique and judge her. One summarizing this in a tweet, "Munch at 11 milli streams, that's why they mad." In our 7th spot, Ice's luxury Powerpuff chain. It seems Isis may have purchased an item worth more than she may be currently banking in income in the form of a luxurious Powerpuff Girl diamond-encrusted chain. In early January 2023, Miss Spice was snapped wearing some brand new ice, a medium-sized diamond-filled piece of jewelry, and if one took the time to check the price tag, it was not a cheap buy. As per reports, Ice dropped a massive $100K for her custom chain, but she only just recently got big, so the argument of her lack of funds still stands according to some internet users. Nonetheless, this has landed Ice on the list of rappers to purchase wealthy diamond chains in the form of various cartoon characters, including Nicki Minaj's Barbie chain and Bow Wow's Mickey Mouse one. In our 6th spot, Ice's problematic involvement with Drake. Now, this one ties more into the first point of the so-called tape. Alongside several other rappers tied up in the alleged mess was Canadian megastar Drake. Shortly after Ice dropped Munch Feelin' You, Isis gained a co-sign from Drake and the opportunity to tour with B-Love in shows across North America. Ice garnered notably the most fame after the release of the aforementioned, which seemingly boosted in traction after Drake played it on Sirius XM. The song instantly went viral and earned Ice a feature on B-Love's One Time track. Again, the rap sensation found herself knee-deep in allegations while landing on Twitter's trending page after an allegedly private video of her surfaced on the platform. However, Ice quickly debunked these theories, writing, "You guys want them fake leaks to be me so bad just so you can go and beat your dirty little redacted to it." These since viral clips showed a curly-haired woman engaging in an explicit private moment, which sprouted endless online speculation that this was Ice at some point. Among this, many social media users hinted at Drake being the partner in the clip. This controversy came hot on the heels of Drake formally unfollowing Isis on social media not long after he flew her out to Toronto ahead of last August's OVO Fest. In our 5th spot, Isis' old tweets made her more likable. The list of celebrities and mainly rappers who have fallen victim to cancellation over their old tweets resurfacing is plenty. Once dug up, these unwarranted tweets end up promoting all sorts of consequences from online backlash from netizens near and far. Icespice is on the other side of the spectrum though. Fortunately for her, her older tweets have deemed her even more lovable in the public's eye, and as a fan of hers, I have to say her current tweets haven't really put me off at any point. Still, in 2022, a series of 2020 tweets came to light and thankfully were free of problematic opinions and racist feels. Rather, they proved Ice is a regularly relatable and funny girl. In some, she speaks openly about relationships, while in others, she shows her solidities in support of other Black women, proving it pays to be a genuinely real person online. About these, a Twitter user posted a compilation of her pre-massive fame tweets, writing in the caption, "Old Ice Spice tweets are so real." One of Ice's old posts includes a conversation with another user who started their mini thread off with, "I can tell I wouldn't like therapy. I hate emotional confrontation / addressment. Had to stop going cause I was lying to the lady." This prompted an additional tweeter to comment, "LMAO mood," to which Ice Spice finalized their messages by tweeting, "She need to worry about herself," alongside a 100 sign emoji. In our 4th spot, Ice Spice didn't love herself before fame. Well, kind of, because her father taught her self-love in the form of embracing her natural curls, a style she most frequently rocks now. Who would Ice be without her signature bright orange curly locks? Today, she's another artist who made it a hot feat to love what she was born with, but this wasn't always the case. Prior to her fame, Ice stated she wore loads of wigs and pressed her hair out very often. Quote, "When I was in high school, I was straightening my hair, trying to be something that I'm not." Now, she adores her curls and credited her father for helping her overcome her insecurities and shift society's standards of beauty. The hair is definitely iconic, she previously admitted, finalizing, "Now it's flattering seeing a wave of afros. I enjoy that. I feel like that's great for Black women especially, making afros more like just a normal staple look." In our 3rd spot, Ice is the newest industry plant. According to numerous articles and music fans, Ice's sudden push in the industry is all thanks to the rather calculated, long-time plan of trying to make Isis the next biggest thing. In short, industry plans are big production companies' ways of breaking out rising stars who supposedly create their own come-up, while being backed by all the funds, promotions, and advertising of the massive record labels and connections behind them. The industry has seemingly done it many times before by supposedly jamming these artists down consumers' throats, all who claim their sole talents led them to their big break, similar to quick releasing stars like the reported planned Billie Eilish, according to reports. As for a YouTuber by the name of Yousef, Ice's sales, fame, and streaming numbers are insane, but the work put into these has been referred to as mediocre. In our second spot, Ice's pole dancing hobby. This next one's a little amusing, I'll admit, since Ice just loves to pole dance and dubs it as one of her favorite hobbies. Despite branding herself as a homebody in various interviews, this doesn't stop Ice from letting loose and having fun. When she sat down with NMW in January, the rapper revealed her favorite pastime by entertainingly explaining, "When it's time to have fun, my favorite thing to do is be home. I have a stripper pole, so I've been getting into pole dancing. I'll put music on and dance for hours. It's so fun, but I have a bunch of bruises everywhere now." In our first spot, Ice prioritized being famous above her education. A bit dramatic, so to say, but there is some truth to this one. Ice met her go-to producer during her time at the Sunny Burgess Liberal Arts School, which she attended in Westchester County, New York after secondary school. The college specializes in branding creatives, and Ice has described many of her friends to be dancers, painters, and sculptors. She also previously met a handful of people who were aspiring producers, but she struggled to convince them she was serious about rap. "I was around a lot of creative people all the time. I had other producer friends at Purchase, but they wouldn't take me seriously. I would try to ask for beats and they would never send them." The sole producer to take her real was Riot USA, the creative who Ice teamed up with to make magic. Ice's breakout single, Munch Feelin' You, and the other songs included in her debut drop, Like, were all credited with working with Riot USA. After the collaboration Team Up, Ice revealed to Interview that the producer who formerly rejected her has since attempted to work with her, but she deems it now too late. That's been today's WATN. I've been your host, Michaela, and thanks for watching.